Welcome to It's a High Raw Life, episode number 62. Today I'm going to go over how I make my basic corn tortilla taco shell recipe. So let's get started right away. I have a third cup of white onion, and the only reason I cut it up was because I wanted to fit it into the cup. Got it. So you don't have to chop it up if you have a high-speed blender, but if you're using a regular blender, then definitely chop it up small anyway. And then I have a 16-ounce bag of organic sweet corn that I defrosted just right in the bag. I just put it right into the refrigerator and let it defrost. I'm putting that in there, and to that I am adding 1 teaspoon of Himalayan sea salt. Use whatever kind of salt you normally use when you're making healthy dishes. 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. I have 1/2 of a garlic clove. I find that it combines well with the onion, but any more than that changes the dynamic. I don't know what happens in there. I'm not a scientist in the kitchen. Well, sometimes I am. Less than 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne. When you're dehydrating things, the flavors really concentrate. So you may love things spicy and put in your regular amount of cayenne pepper, and then it's like, can't deal with it. Okay, then we just need to pour in some pure water to cover. You don't want to make your blender work too hard. That looks about right. And then we're just going to blend it up. You want to blend it just until the onion's all smushed in and everything fairly smooth. Once this is blended smooth, then I'm sorry, Sylvia, your teeth and your lips are blue from the dehydrated blueberries. Silly things happening on spring break around here. Okay, so once your corn and onions and spices have all blended up, we're going to just put in 1/2 cup of ground flax seeds or flax meal, whatever you have and use. You know, if you grind up the lighter flax seeds, then it keeps your tortillas a lighter color. I have ground flax, brown flax seeds, so that's okay. I don't care what color my tortillas are, really. Now, this is just the basic recipe. I'm going to just turn this on and gently blend in the flax seeds. That's it. Really, you could pour this into another bowl and just fold it all in together, but that would mean turkeying something else. I'm not going to do that today. Okay, I'm going to try to take you through all of the steps today. So making this and getting it onto the dehydrator sheets, that's the first part. Then after I dehydrate it for a while, I'll take it out, show you what's going on in there, and show you how I turn it into taco shells. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is pour out my rounds. I just pour it directly onto my Flax dehydrator sheets. I'm able to fit about 4 per sheet with the size I make. You can make this any size you like. You can also put it, completely fill up the tray and make it flat, and then cut it into chips. You could leave it flexible, roll it like a burrito. Ooh. Easy. You could use a spatula and make it perfect, but I don't need it to be perfect. It's fine just like that. Okay, so I'm just going to pour the rest of these out into rounds, and then I will check back in with you later when I take them out of the dehydrator. I'm going to put them in at 105 degrees. It's about 5.5 hours later because I have been out running around, and this is my first chance to check the dehydrator. Do you hear how loud it is? So for those of you who don't have a dehydrator yet but are thinking about it, just be aware wherever you're going to keep it. The fan does make quite a bit of noise. So I know some people keep it outside. I have too much wildlife in the yard, so I can't do that. But let's go see how my tortillas are doing. Got 3 trays in there. I'm just going to show you one. So right about now, I can tell that they're ready to turn over because they're lifted up on the edges. As a matter of fact, they may even be done. We'll find out. So I'm just going to see if I could just peel them off of the Teflon sheet. Yep, just peel them off and just flip them over right on there. But if I was going to make tostadas, I'd just be flipping them over and putting them back in for probably another hour. But I want to do tacos. So I take a piece of foil and roll it up, and then you can reuse your pieces over and over again. I had a couple in my drawer that were already rolled up from another time. So you just roll it up, and then this was the side that was up, so that's drier. That's going to be my inside because I still want to get the outside a little crisper. So I'm going to lay my foil in and just fold this over around it, just like that. See? Now, in the dehydrator, because this is pretty high up now, I probably couldn't fit, I have a 5 tray, so I couldn't fit more than 3 trays. I need to have that extra space in between. Now this one is pretty, almost done. This was thinner. I had done some a little bit thick, so I'm hoping it won't crack. If it does, no big deal, it'll become chips, right? But this one's nice and flexible and wet. Now if I wanted to use this as a wrap, I would have tried to flip it a while ago and then left it flexible so I can roll whatever I was going to put into it. Okay? So 2 of them were really flexible and 2 of them were almost done. So I'm going to have to maybe put a little weight on top of it just to keep it in position. Okay, so let me show you the 2 that are staying in position at the moment, which are these 2. Okay, I'm going to get the others ready and put them back in. And then I will show you the end product. Now my crazy day is finally coming towards a close, and I'm going to show you the finished product. This was the easiest part of my day, really. So there's still one more tortilla in the dehydrator that I poured it out really thick, so it's going to take a little longer. So what I ended up with was 4 tostadas, nice and crispy, a big pile of, well, not so big because I ate some already, chips. Here, let me snap one for you. Hear that? And then I have these nice 4 taco shells. So now I could just pull that out and load it up with my raw taco filling. When I store it, I'm going to keep the foil in there for now. And then after I use it, I'll put this foil in my drawer, keep reusing it. So I'm not having these tonight, so I'm going to store them in a container. Just pile everything into the same container. And you can either keep it in the refrigerator or in the closet. I've done both. And I don't have a favorite, but I'm going to put these in the closet because my fridge is full of veggies. I don't really have room for a big container. So that is my very basic corn tortilla taco shell recipe. I hope you make it. It really is. It's a simple thing. You don't need to be home the whole day. You could just, when you're running in and out, check on it. That's what's fun about the dehydrator, is that there's very few things you can leave in really too long. So thanks for watching It's a High Raw Life, and I'll see you next time.